Want an informal?
Please.
He's offering you impeding.
Got a great driving record.
If everybody, listen, I'm just telling you, they're not gonna change it to a warning. And I can't change it to a warning. If you want to come and have a hearing, I have no problem with that. But if you're convicted of just going 5 over, you're gonna end up with a point on your record. Okay. All right, good enough. We'll set an informal hearing as the sergeant needs,
We could do March 31st at 9:30.
March 31st at 9:30. You go down there. Pardon?
That'll be fine.
You can go down the hall and they'll give you a notice. Okay, we'll see you back here. Thank you. Olivia Rose Jeanette Fussell. 260-647-823. Good morning. Your name? All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to this? All right, I'll accept your plea. Fines cost $150. You can go down the hall and take care of that. Good luck. Thank you. All right, Griner, Brian Shane Griner. 25B1496788A. B. 25B1497138. B. And C. Your name?
Brian Griner.
You have 3 show causes here on civil infractions. You also have a driving on a suspended charge from November of 25. You also have a leave the scene of a property damage accident, same date, November 15 of 25. When you were issued those citations, you were issued 3 other civil infractions. Expired plate, no proof of insurance, and driving left to center. You're in default on all of those. You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to arraign you and give you a lawyer if you would like one. Would you like one?
Yes, Brian.
Where you been?
I've been sick. I had abscess and I got a broken back, and I just been dealing with that. Work's been slow.
Judge, did he not meet? His file should have gone to the MIDC attorney already. Did he not meet with him?
Did you meet with a lawyer yet?
Yes.
Who'd you meet with?
I
What do you look like?
it was chunky.
Well, let's get Mr. Shemke in here. Have a seat right back there. I didn't know you'd seen him yet. Eric Williams, 26W841670. Good morning, sir. Your name?
What?
You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, commercial vehicle, responsible or not responsible to that? All right, 180 is your total. You're all set. Have a good day. I'm dismissing the speeding. Can't be in another courtroom, is he?
I just sent a text, so I don't know where it's at.
Anthony Panuto. 260-647-854. Your name?
Anthony Schmidt.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Yes, sir.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea. 160 is your total. You can go right down the end of the hall. Have a great day. Why don't you go get your lawyer, Mr. Griner? Tell him I'm ready. Carlos Calderon. 260-647-702. Good morning. Your name?
All
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? You got no entries, 150 is your total, you're all set. Speed's dismissed, you too. Stephanie Nicole Elliott. 26F245760. I don't know what this means. Your name?
What was that?
Your name?
Stephanie McCall.
I don't know what this means. Provided proof of registration renewal.
I was driving with an expired tag of his.
Yeah, I get it. So what is he gonna do with this? Whose is this? Flat Rock? I need to know what they're gonna do with that.
I don't even know what that is.
They didn't write it down. Have a seat right at the table there, okay? Right behind you. I'm gonna need Flat Rock's department rep to tell me if there's a plea or what he's doing with that. Brian Sheen Griner, 25B149713 A, B, and C, and also I have 25B149678 A and B.
Good morning, I'm Jim. My client stands my name up.
Your name, sir?
Brian Griner.
All right, so what is he doing on the misdemeanors? Drive off, suspend, and leave the scene.
We wait for more reading my client stands meeting.
All right, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea for those. Where's he been?
Your Honor, he's apologetic for not coming in earlier. He has severe back pain. He had a severe back injury. I believe he broke his back and he was debilitated at the time. He also experienced severe illness, but he did indicate that he did not drive here, Judge. His stepfather drove him. He's got a strong family support system living in Monroe, and when he can, he does independent contracting work. He's apologetic for not taking care of this earlier.
Why didn't you at least call the court? We could have done this on Zoom.
I just found out about this bench point yesterday, that's why I'm here today.
I know, but you got the tickets back in November, right?
The accident happened in November, I didn't get the tickets till about a month later.
Yeah, so you know, well,
I
says,
have money to pay them, I just,
all right, I'm gonna give you a personal bond, $500. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm entering a plea of denial on the, I'm sorry, I'm entering pleas of not guilty on all of these. We'll adjourn the show cause hearings, Heather, to the date that I set the pretrial on. Can you afford your own lawyer?
no, Your Honor.
So if you want a court-appointed lawyer going forward, you're gonna have to fill out a petition for one, okay? All right, Heather, why don't you give me the dates? Or you
There
got
should
it
be
on
a-
here, don't you?
Yes, there
sorry.
should be a sheet.
My fault. March the 25th at 10:30, okay? March the 25th at 10:30. So he'll hand you a petition for a court-appointed lawyer. You fill it out. Remind John when he comes back, if you would, Heather. I'm sorry, Sadie. And John, he needs a court appointed. Then once you fill that out, hand it back to him, go down the hall, get your notice, and we'll see you back here on that date. Do you have any questions? Okay. Good luck.
This guy here?
Yes,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too. So don't go anywhere until you fill out that petition, okay? I'm not writing on all these other, maybe I'll,
It's all right, Judge. I'm putting all the dates in right now.
thanks. Do I have Logan Scott Davis here? Did you meet with a lawyer yet? Come on up here. Logan Scott Davis, 25W839-209A. Your name?
Logan Scott Davis.
You're charged with violations of probation. No, I just wondered if he's gonna dismiss or is she gonna plead? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Okay, thank you.
She got,
Thank you.
there should be two of them.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Davis, you're charged with 3 violations of probation. I'm gonna arraign you. Actually, you have 4. I'm gonna go ahead and arraign you on these charges. I placed you on probation, it looks like. Boy, you're not taking me very seriously, are you?
I just, I'm not vehicle, you know.
Nah. You're charged with failure to pay fines and costs, balance owing $1,075. That's count 1. You understand the charge? Count 2, you fail to provide proof of completing 24 hours of community service. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count 3, you fail to provide proof of attending 12-step meetings weekly. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Count 4, you failed to provide proof of attending and completing outpatient treatment. You understand the charge?
Yes,
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, that would be 4 technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that?
yes, Your Honor.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to a hearing. At a hearing, you can question witnesses, bring in your own, use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. By pleading guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing of any kind. You understand that? All right, so you have the right to a lawyer. Be happy to provide you with one today at public expense if you cannot afford one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you on these. So we will set you up. You will talk with the lawyer, and then you'll come back in front of me, okay? Who needs a lawyer there, John? Pardon? So you go right out in the hallway and we'll set you up. Stephanie Nicole Elliott, 260-F245760. All right, I see what he was doing. Your name?
Yep.
Nice and loud for me. You're gonna plead the expired plate, right?
Yeah.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible? When did you get your proof of registration?
That following Monday, it was Friday, I got it.
Okay. So you were expired, man. All right, I can cut it down for you, $85, okay? You weren't that far out of date. You can go down the hall and take care of that, and you're all set. Best of luck. Melvin McGee Jr., 26WH41451. Could I have seated up here at the tables, please? Melanie Meyer, Hadley Sanders, and Tiffany Stannis. Your name, sir?
No,
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
correct.
I can't in good conscience take this. No way. I'm sorry. You can either plead as charged or you can go to hearing. You got 6 violations on your record here. So you can either plead as charged or you can set an informal, whatever you'd like.
Okay, points on the license, Mark, or no?
I'm sorry,
Are there points for the statement?
1. To the charge 50 and a 45, you plead responsible or not responsible.
That was fine.
I'm sorry, I just can't do this. 135 is your total. You're all set right down the end of the hall. Good luck.
Could I have I get paid once a month? I get paid, my next pay is on April 3rd, that first Friday.
I'll give you till April 6th, okay?
Thank you.
We're actually closed on the 3rd, or at least, yeah. Got to slow down. Okay? I don't know how they sent this in to me. They know I wouldn't take that.
No, it's a recall on the vehicle. I have a letter from Jim, because my dash literally goes out, so I gotta take it in to get that correction. I have a letter with me, but they just mailed it out in January.
Sorry. There's nothing I'm gonna do on that. There's just, you can't keep driving, speeding like that. I'm sorry. Good luck.
Thank you.
Melanie Meyer, 260-647-811. Your name?
Lonely Mike.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding? Responsible or not responsible to that? All right. You got 1 entry. I'm gonna accept your plea. 160 is your total. Cash you into the hall. You're right. You're all set. Have a nice day. How, Hadley Sanders, 260-647-863. Good morning. Your name? All right. You're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? Okay? I'll accept your plea, 150, cash you into the hall to your right. Have a good day. Tiffany Stannis, 260-647-821, your name?
Hey, Stanish.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to you? All right, I'll accept your plea. 160 is your total. End of the hall. Cashier to your right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You too. London Stark. 260-6477. 20.
Inside this busy courtroom, cases move fast. One after another, decisions are made in seconds. At first, it feels routine. Traffic violations, small fines, quick rulings. People step forward, accept their charges, pay their penalties, and walk away. But not every case is simple, because sometimes someone doesn't take the court seriously. One defendant stands out. Multiple violations, missed payments, incomplete requirements. The judge looks at the record, and it tells a story of ignored deadlines, missed responsibilities, and broken promises. Then the judge says something powerful. You're not taking me very seriously, are you? That moment changes everything, because now this isn't just about fines. It's about respect and accountability. The charges stack up. Failure to pay, failure to complete community service, failure to attend required programs, for violations, and each one brings him closer to jail. The judge explains clearly, you could face up to 93 days. The room goes quiet, because this is real now. No more shortcuts, no more excuses. The defendant asked for a lawyer, and just like that, everything pauses, because in court, one decision can change your entire future. Meanwhile, other cases continue. Some people get lucky, fines reduced, charges dismissed, because they followed the rules. They showed effort, and that makes all the difference. But for others, the outcome is different, because ignoring the court comes with consequences. And in this courtroom, one message is clear. If you don't take the law seriously, the law will take action. Fast, because here, every second counts, and every choice has a price.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're gonna have to have a seat right there. Yeah, right at the table there. John, this needs over to Brownstown. They need to mark injuries, no injuries, whatever. Amber Welsh, come on up here. Okay, it's Amber Rose Welch, 260-150-152. Take your time. Morning, officer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you want to sit down, ma'am?
No,
Are you sure?
yeah. I already got that news.
Your name?
Amber Welch.
You're gonna plead as charged to failure to stop assured clear distance, right?
Yeah,
That's 2 points. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
It says crash with injuries.
Yeah,
All right, $200. I'll accept the plea. You can go down the hall and take care of that.
I have payment plan if possible.
Yeah, well, how much can you pay anything today?
I have $40 with me.
Okay. You pay 40 now. And then when can you pay the rest?
I can probably have the rest paid by May.
How often do you get, what kind of income do you have?
I get paid once a week. I work at VJ's jailer. I'm paying for Ubers to get to work, and I'm also paying a car payment.
Can you pay $40 per week starting April 6th?
Yeah. That's fine.
And if you don't have the money, you call the court. I'll be glad to give you an extension. Just don't ignore us. April 6th, 40 now, 40 a week starting April 6th. Okay? Again, if you don't have the money, no problem. I'll be glad to give you all the extensions you need, okay? Good luck. People against Dalton Dennis Stephen White. 26B150092. Did you need something?
I just needed to check in for 10 o'clock informal, sir.
Okay. Okay, what case is that?
Good question. I just was notified 5 minutes ago.
Okay,
I was never given a subpoena. I just want to make sure they knew I was here. I was in the hallway.
okay, good enough.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But you're not gonna leave. Tell me who
I don't know who the,
Heather, who's the 10 o'clock informal?
10 o'clock informal, let's take a look here. The officer on it, I have a couple. I have one for Quentin Miller with Officer Rustic. And then I have Jaden Toma with Officer Neese.
I'm Goldsmith from Flat Rock.
Yeah, 10:15, you said. There.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:15.
Oh, 10:15 is Officer Goldsmith for Deborah Bolin.
Okay,
That's nice.
no problem. Dalton, Dennis, Stephen, White, just come on back in at 10:15, okay? Your name?
Oh, that's Stephen Ellis.
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Crash, no injuries. To that charge, responsible or not responsible? Okay. 195 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right, and you're all set, okay? Good luck. Be careful, please. All right.